Hello, welcome to the house that dignity built. I am Dr. Dainty Jones Clark, apostle of the house that dignity built, and today I want to show some highlights from the book of Exodus. Now, the sheet that I am showing you comes from Mary Kate Studies. They offer at a glance sheets on all 66 books of the Protestant Bible. So it's a great resource to be able to use when you are teaching Sunday school classes or you are edifying your body to get ready for a sermon, or you want to have a leadership workshop to make sure that your ministers are well equipped with the knowledge and the context of each of the books. All right, so let's get started by looking at Exodus at a glance. Now, I will show you what's on this page, but I'm also going to share with you some other research as well so that you will have this available. So, Exodus, the book of Exodus is the second book of the Old Testament. It follows Genesis, and it was authored by Moses. And it was said to have been written about 1400 years before Christ was born. That's a long time before Christ came, isn't it? And it covers the time period of 1525 BC through 1400 BC. And it has stories of the birth of Moses through the 40 years of the Exodus. And you'll see some of the famous stories that are included are Moses at the burning bush. And if you're interested in that, we have a sermon that is on our YouTube channel about the Moses at the burning bush, as well as we have another sermon on the 10 plagues of Egypt. It's called Moses and the 10 plagues. Our sermon on Moses at the burning bush is called A Burning Yearning. And you can find these sermons on our YouTube channel, which is Dainty G. Jones Clark. Dainty is spelled Daintee. It's Dainty G. Jones Clark. All right. And then Moses parts the Red Sea is another story that is within this chapter. And then the Ten Commandments. We have a sermon on the parting of the Red Sea as well on that same YouTube channel. And we plan to also create one for the Ten Commandments. Our sermons and lectures are all about 20 minutes long. You can listen to it right before you go to bed. You can listen to it on your way to work. You can listen to it as you're meditating, maybe in the morning, as soon as you get up. It doesn't matter really when you listen to it, but take a listen. We would be honored to have you to use our materials to increase your knowledge of the beautiful book of the Bible. Still the best selling book worldwide, the Bible. That tells you the importance of it. A couple of the most famous scriptural verses from Exodus is Exodus 20:3 that says, "You shall have no other gods before me." Now, Exodus 20 deals with the Ten Commandments, and that is the first of the Ten Commandments. You shall have no other gods before me. And then in Exodus 3, chapter 14, God said to Moses, and this is right after Moses is at the burning bush. I think this is at the burning bush. I could stand corrected. You can check me. He says, "I am who I am. This is what you are to say to the Israelites. I am has sent me to you. I am has sent me to you." So that is God naming himself as Yahweh. I am that I am. And there is the Hebrew word hala, that means becoming, to be, yes, in any form. So it's letting us know that God can be in any form that he wishes to be, any form, hala hala. So I am who I am comes from Exodus chapter 3, verses 14. All right, so as we look at important points about the book, I will let you read through that as well. It gives you highlights so that you can know exactly where to go within the book of Exodus to be able to use it wisely. Oh, here are some tidbits that are not included on this sheet. Um, and because I want you to know several different benefits of reading and knowing the book of Exodus. So, Elizabeth George, who is a biblical scholar, defines the book of Excellence by using one word, and that one word is deliverance. Deliverance. That's her one word. And then Reverend Martine O'Born talks about the book of Exodus as being a foreshadowing of the Gospel of John and God as a liberator. God as a liberator. All right? And that is from her source called Four Reasons Why You Should Read Exodus, especially if you care about social justice. And then Elizabeth George, who I mentioned about having the one word, her website is elizabethgeorge.com so that you can know where these resources are. And then on another website that is activelylearn.com, it mentions how in the Judaic faith, the book of Exodus is considered the most holy book of the Torah, the most holy book of the Torah. It's that important to Judaism. It's that important to Judaism. And then if you are, especially if you're a young person and you're familiar with a website called Shmoop, it is SHMOOP.com. Shmoop has, I like their approach. They use sort of cartoon animations to teach what they're going to teach. And they have mentioned different themes of the book of Exodus. So, freedom and confinement is one, family and community is another, the rise of Jewish civilization is one, stubbornness is another, the covenant or God's promise to his people, law and society is another, reputation is one as well. And then pulling in some other research, and I should have had that book. There's a book called The Ultimate Bible Guide. It defines the book of Exodus as being about redemption. And then lastly, if you read more of Exodus, you will see where Moses' father-in-law Jethro talks to him about how to delegate so much of the work that he has to do. So the art of delegation, and that's a lesson that I am still trying to learn. The art of delegation also comes from the book of Exodus. All right. So there are some highlights and context, angles and purpose and topic from the book of Exodus. So the next time you are speaking to someone about it, whether you're evangelizing, whether you are teaching, whether you are showing fulfilled prophecies, whether you are pastoring, yes, um, you now know a bit more about the book of Exodus. All right. I am Dr. Dainty Jones Clark. It has been an honor to be in your presence as we talk about the importance of the books of the Bible. Next time I am with you, we'll move forward as we speak more about the books of the Bible. Take care.